Hey, we're live. It's Monday. Bye week's over. Woo!
Yeah, 5 weeks over, and we're still 5-0. We're still 5-0. Who'd have thunk?
Still undefeated. And it feels so damn good. And regardless if we have a game or not, we're still going to have Monday hangover. What are you, nuts?
Hell yeah. Because we're on the precipice of a huge week. Huge game coming up this Sunday against the hated Lions. Man, they look good yesterday against the Cowboys, and now Vikings. Tough game. This is probably the hardest game they have on the rest of the schedule.
The rest of the schedule?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably pretty fair. Thank you. We'll chatter about what's going on in the NFC North because obviously all these teams are damn good, and we're going to talk about each and one of them. Mm-hmm. Talk about Aaron Jones, maybe a little TJ Hawkinson, maybe dab a little Lions chatter in here.
Wow.
Hopefully everybody has a nice ham sandwich on rye today. No mayo. You don't need that.
I'm going to have a ham sandwich, but I don't think I have rye bread.
No mayo.
Why?
You don't need that. It's dry.
I do. It's the flavor. D. Garcia's in the house. Viking funeral. Rap is here.
Rap man, what's going on?
Our guy too.
FW Ender funeral. D. Garcia. What up?
I do appreciate Davey letting us know he will not be in attendance today.
I'm here. Just made your day seeing that I'm here. All right.
It really did, Chris. It really did.
Chris is very excited to announce that he is here. Tristan and I always get that one wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I can
and Olsalt.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Love them.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Heck yeah.
FW Ender just has some time. Otherwise, he would not be here.
Yeah, he just thought you'd check us out. He's not super interested, but
FW Ender, I got my Millard pin all polished up and ready to go for that Lions game, baby. Undefeated with that mother effer. Vocal vibe. Rap man.
Oh, yeah. Rap just got himself entered for a Will Riker jersey with that.
Hell yes, he did. Appreciate it, sir. Yep. Every super chat in October gets your chance to wear that beautiful 16.
Wow. God, Rap would look good in that. He'd look good in anything, though.
You ain't wrong. Skol, everyone ready for the kiddies. This week's the biggest of the season, says Chris Olson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Turns out the Lions are damn good, too.
Oh, look at he just gave us the definition.
They are the Romeo and Juliet. Wow. Tristan and Isolt. Not L. I think he's basically calling me a moron without calling me a moron. Thank you.
I don't know. I'm a moron, too. Delton is crushing shit.
D. Garcia, absolutely. The super chats not on any video are in Delton crushing shit. Believe it. Luminous grin. Boom. Let's do it. Let's talk some Vikings. Let's quick chat.
And what do you think? Start with the NFC North. Just kind of recap what happened.
Let's start with the NFC North, and let's first start off with the Bears. They had their first game. I mean, their schedule has been cake. It's been cake. Big boss man 6,000 need jersey.
Big boss man. Pin.
Underrated wrestler.
Oh, he was great. He was absolutely great. So the Bears. They haven't really beaten anybody, but you know what? They are beating the teams that are on their schedule for the most of it. I mean, they've beaten the Rams. They've beaten the Titans. They lost to the Colts. Did they not lose to the? No, they beat.
I don't know. So basically every team in the NFC North nobody's beaten a team over 500 except for yours truly, who is 2-0. I saw that stat earlier. But the Bears, what they're doing is they're gaining confidence against shitty teams, and they're absolutely annihilating them. So that's what they should be doing.
Well, yeah, and these shitty teams are helping, Caleb Williams' development. Like, I mean, he's getting some confidence. He's going through his progressions. He's being very, comfortable in the pocket. There's not a lot of pressure. With some of these, you see some of these games like yesterday in London, he had a ton of time to make decisions. So it's helping his development. And again, you can only beat who you're asked to beat. Like, I mean, they're beating bad teams, which is fine. That's what, if they're a good team, they should be doing that.
Yeah, they're doing good. I'm still not sold on the Bears by any means.
Me neither.
Like, I think we can make Caleb Williams look silly. I think that offensive line is complete dog shit. But their defense is the real deal. There's no doubt. And Caleb Williams is looking pretty damn good. So the Bears, 4-2. Let's go to the ones in the cellar. The Green Bay Packers. Last place at 4-2. I don't know who put the stat out earlier, but like this division, the fact that we have The whole division has 4 wins through 6 weeks. Is something crazy since like the 70s, I think, when I was still in my father's nuts.
What are you doing in there?
Waiting to get out, swimming around.
And the Packers coming off a big win against the Cardinals yesterday, 34-13. They jumped. Yeah, they really did. They had a 24-10 lead at halftime and were able to score 10 more points in the second half. So, Packers were good too. They're damn good.
Cardinals suck. I've never seen a game so effing cringeworthy as far as not being able to hold on the ball, fumbling constant. Like, they looked so bad. And I'm not saying that's why the Packers won. The Packers kicked the shit out of them.
Yep.
But I don't know if I've ever seen that's one of the worst played games I've seen in a very, very long time from the Cardinals. They're ass.
Yeah, and they're the ones you picked to beat the Vikings in your schedule prediction. You want to take it back?
No, I'm still sticking with it. Cardinals are going to surprise some weird ass teams this year, but they handed that thing to Green Bay. But let's go to the Lions. Let's go to the big boys. Start with the big news. Yeah. Adrian Hutchinson out for the year with a very gruesome injury. It was gross.
Yeah, his leg just whipped against a teammate there and completely snapped. There's a picture I actually have it on my phone. His leg's like wrapped around the other guy's leg. It's very gross and weird. But you hate to see that. You hate to see great players go down. Like I'd rather beat the Lions with Aiden Hutchinson than without. We wish him nothing but a speedy recovery. We went through the ringer last year with injuries, and yeah, you hate to see that happen.
It's really, really well said.
Thank
you. Well said. Yeah, he's just a dude that he's easy to root for. Mm-hmm. He's good shit. And now, I mean, that's a huge, big old ouch for the Lions defense. Their defensive line. That's probably the worst player that could have went out for this Detroit Lions team.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up their depth chart. I know they're still able to get some. They still had a few sacks after he went out. Aleem McNeil inside provides the pressure, but you're looking at like Levi Onwuzurike. I can never pronounce that right. And then on the other side, Isaac would be the one replacing Aiden Hutchinson.
Now you're all the Lions are saying, "Hey, let's go get Max Crosby." Get damn it, that better not happen.
I know.
Stay away from Max Crosby. That dude is a Viking killer.
Yeah, and that Raiders team is an absolute mess. I think didn't Crosby like shove a coach yesterday after the game. Like that thing is imploding. It's very bad. So definitely a team that could be sellers. And yeah, if you're the Lions, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't know. They should be all in. This is their moment. This is their team. Like they are right in the thick of things. So Hutchinson going down huge. Lions, I mean, they just kicked the hell out of them. I mean, what was this final score? Lions, 47-9.
Yeah, 40. It was just
Jesus.
Ass kicking.
Cowboys Dak Prescott, horrible. Mike Zimmer's defense, horrible. Yep. Cowboys couldn't do anything. I can't believe they haven't imploded yet. Like maybe this is the cusp or the start of it. They're 3-3, but man, they look like crap.
Yeah, they look absolutely horrible. Dak Prescott couldn't hit anybody. He's throwing behind CeeDee Lamb, throwing over CeeDee Lamb, throwing into the turf. Absolutely horrible. And the Lions are absolutely legit. That run game is very scary. They have explosive playmakers. Laporta had a huge one. Jameson Williams had some big plays. And obviously Amon-Ra St. Brown is another guy you got to worry about. So the Lions, they are tough and they are rolling right now, and they're coming to US Bank. Without
Hutchinson, their best player. Mm-hmm. So that's, Max Crosby, stay away. But, Lions with or without Hutchinson are still going to be still one of the best teams in the NFC. But so are the Minnesota Vikings. But Vikings are the best team in the NFC.
True.
The Lions got a little bit of pressure on their own side there, but we are going to Detroit. We got to talk about some names that may or may not be suiting up. And let's start off with TJ Hawkinson, where I think everybody thinks he's going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, we think so.
Jalen Redmond, we have a roster spot just waiting.
I mean, don't we have to activate him off the IR?
And 21-day window to practice. They need to activate him. They're probably just waiting. I don't know what they're waiting for, but it's going to happen. He's going to play.
I hope so. I hope he plays this week.
There's no reason they wouldn't have opened up that window yet. So it's a matter of time. And he's going to be such a big ass part of this offense. We haven't even dabbled at the tight end position yet. We're 5-0.
Yeah, it's been a very ignored position on his offense so far. Yeah, you've seen Johnny Munn have a couple, one touchdown and a big catch last week against the Jets. Josh Oliver, I think, has a touchdown, but it's been pretty quiet when it comes to the tight ends. And Darnold, he's in a bit of a funk here. He needs to get out of it. A guy like TJ Hawkinson can really help him with that. The other one, Aaron Jones, it's been pretty quiet on his injury front. Nothing new there, but he was out. Was it the Lynx game he was at? I think he was out there hanging out.
Yes, he was. I don't know why Darnold's not. I don't think he's in a funk.
He's definitely in a funk.
Why do you think he's in a funk?
Have you seen his last 6 quarters?
Well, I mean, the Jets game, it was raining and he got hurt. I'm not putting that on a funk.
Did you see the Packers game and some of his throws he was making?
You mean where he got 3 touchdhdowns?
Yeah, in the first half. I'm saying the last 6 quarters. Sam
Darnold ain't no funk.
He is in a funk, 100%.
He is not in a funk. All right, maybe I'm alone. Comments: is he in a funk or is he not in a funk? That Jets game, I'm writing off. I mean, everybody played horrible in that game. The ball was wet. He was hurting like hell. I just don't think he's in a funk. Mike Boswell says he's in a funk.
He's in a funk. And again, I think it's something they can get rid of right away. When KOC after that game didn't say anything with Darnold being hurt.
In a funk. Everybody says he's in a funk.
Yeah.
The Jets game was a horrible game. Funk to me is like, it's got to be more than one game in the rain where you get hurt.
Well, hang on, I
think I can and throws 3 picks.
Hold on.
Against the Lions. Be like, fine, all right, this isn't good.
Okay, here we go. His last 6 quarters of football, Sam Darnold is 23 for 44 for 318 yards, 52 completion percentage, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a 56.8 passer rating.
No, I know. I'm saying the Jets game, you got to take into consideration that it was raining and he was hurt. So if that's your funk, then fine, he's in a funk. But I take the Jets game out of it.
You can't just take the Jets game out of it. I mean, he wasn't on an injured list. Yeah, he took a shot to the chest and came out, but he came back.
What injured list during the game would they put on?
After the game, when KLC talks about who's hurt, he didn't mention Sam Darnold.
Seems like it's about 50-50. Funk or no funk.
But, yeah, a guy like TJ Hawkinson definitely is going to help him come out of that. And you got to have Aaron Jones back, too. Aaron Jones, if he's out this game, that is something that's really
if Aaron Jones is out, I think the Lions will win. I think that's how big it is. I haven't picked against the Vikings yet, and I probably won't regardless. But deep down, Jones has to play. If Ty Chandler's our lead back, it ain't good. It's not good. It's very bad.
Jones is just a special player. I'm just being real.
You can't jump off the Sam Darnold train.
I'm not jumping off it. I'm saying he's in a funk right now.
He's in a funk after what he's done this year. 5-0 is the starting quarterback.
Last 6 quarters. Last 6 quarters, he hasn't.
He's a winning quarterback. 0 funk.
I'm not denying any of that. I'm just saying he's a little funk right now. So yeah, I hate saying that the whole term chess match between teams, but you look at this weekend, Brian Johnson, the OC over there in Detroit, one of the biggest head coaching candidates out there, against Brian Flores. Again, just 2 great minds on both sides of football going against it. It's gonna be interesting to see how these 2 battle each other.
Which 2?
Lions OC and Flores.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Ben Johnson. I think I called him Brian.
Funny. I'll give it the Lions credit. It was hilarious how bad they were trolling the Cowboys yesterday. All the plays were doing the offensive lineman just as a big FU to the Dallas Cowboys. It started to get a little cringeworthy though. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wrap the game up.
Yeah, it was bad. And then you see them. I think the Cowboys posted about their attendance, and then they blurred out the score. And the Lions social media pointed that out on Twitter. It was pretty funny.
Wow, I would have blurred out that score too. It's horrible. What a horrible game.
Yeah. So Ben Johnson, Brian Flores, that's going to be huge. Vikings run defense has to be on the ball because they're coming at you with David Montgomery, who's been a Viking killer in his career, and Jahmyr Gibbs. They're going to be pounding that thing all game long.
Jared's very confident we could beat the Lions at home without Jones.
Wow.
Jones is so good. Sam Darnold's little funk that Lupagus is saying has a lot to do with the fact that Aaron Jones was not out there that second half, or really 3 quarters. That just shows how big Aaron Jones is. And we'll see. The Lions defense, they got some players. Brian Branch had a hell of a game. He had 3 turnovers yesterday. Their secondary is actually pretty decent. Kirby Joseph, dirty ass. And they got some guys on the line even without Hutchinson.
Yep. Yeah. This team is chock full of talent from top to bottom. And again, the Vikings have to come out firing all cylinders if they're going to win this game at home. And, I think that home crowd is going to be a huge factor as well. They can be as loud as they've been the Niners and the Texans game. That'll be a huge advantage for the Vikings.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I don't think anybody's scared of the Lions. Are you scared of the Lions?
No, they're a good team. I respect them.
Yeah. No, they're good. Not scared. I think, every week when it's been the Texans, the Niners, the Pack, we always say, like, this is the best team yet. This is the best team yet. The Lions might actually be the best team yet now. Although the Texans, they still only have one loss, right? And that's us. How many losses
I believe so. Because they beat Buffalo last week.
Yeah, Texans are 5-1.
Yeah, and I believe the Lions, is it a 2 or 3 game win streak against the Vikings right now?
Lions
3.
It seems like 10.
It might be 3
at least.
Yeah,
not scared. Nobody's scared.
Yeah,
Texans.
And I think you pressure Jared Goff, you hit him a lot. He's going to make some mistakes. So I think that's huge for defense. Get Goff
their offensive line so good.
Yeah,
so good. And the Packers, they got the Texans. Nice. I think the Bears are on bye.
Yeah, probably come back from London.
6-0. 6-0. We're gonna have Micro Mike on during our live on Wednesday. Hopefully, Dose of Dion's gonna join us for Schooling with the Enemy. We'll be busy little beavers here as we trot to 6-0.
We trot our way to 6-0, but yeah, I mean, after this Detroit game, it's the Rams on a Thursday night, then you got those AFC South teams coming up. Things get a little bit easier after this Lions game.
I know. I'm weirdly, that Rams game, it just isn't sitting well with me though. Like Thursday night, quick turnaround. Rams are really hit or miss. They're complete dog shit, or they're like, oh, great, they're gonna play good against us.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're a pretty bad team. But again, you got Sean McVay knows KOC very well. Obviously, it's his mentor.
The other way around.
Wow. I mean, it goes both ways.
KOC was nothing but farce while he was there. He got to know Sean McVay for a reason.
Maybe they showered together for a game once.
I don't know. I won't put a surprise him. T-Bass is in the house. Good to see him doing well. Old school game, run the ball and stop the run. As long as Aaron Jones is healthy. I don't think Aaron Jones is going to play.
I feel like that too. I would be surprised if he does at this point.
Gross. Myles Gaskin and Ty Chandler show.
Oof. Maybe maybe some Jalen Miller sprinkled in.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Lions do have a very tough schedule, and we're just right in the mix of that thing. In Chicago, their schedule gets pretty rough too, and I know Green Bay. I think everybody's kind of in the storm while we get to, like you said, kind of sit back and beat some of these crappy teams.
We had our storm. We came with that storm 5-0.
Came out of that storm 5-0. It's gonna be a busy week, so be sure to tune in. That's pretty much it for a Monday morning hangover with no game to talk about.
Yeah, again, we'll be getting into this thing thick the rest of the week. Talking.
I hope you're right, man. I hope you are right. As long as nobody touches him, we're good.
I think he's really going to surprise you this Sunday. I really do.
Hey, I'll be the first one to embrace Ty Chandler and give him a virtual hug and a virtual tug if he gets us over the win and goes out there and lights it up.
T-Bass did get his power back today. He's still waiting on the internet, though.
Thank God.
How's he on right now?
Magic. It's magic. All right. We'll be here all damn week. Thanks for the love. That's all we got.
And remember this, the first movie ever released on DVD was Twister back in 1997.
Not bad. Helen Hunt.